Alright, bricks on the play. I believe this is a Bant Coco list, not 100%. Jordan is on Dredge, turn 1 mana Confluence. Dredge doesn't have a whole lot of turn 1 plays. It's usually just holding up a possible Dark Blast, or Otherworldly Gaze is the other big one. Usually turn 2 is where Dredge gets going. Fetches up possibly. Is that one of the triumphs? I can't remember. It might be like the Bant triumph. Alternate art. I'm not sure. Fetches again. Basic Forest. Bad frame, Spire's headquarters. What I thought. Or Spear's headquarters. Spars. It's Spars headquarters, right? I think that's it. Alright, Wall of Omens. Good old Wall of Omens. It does give Jordan a target to Dark Blast. So make your wall a -1, 3. And then now Jordan can dredge Dark Blast back to his hand. Start a turn with a Dredge 3. I think I saw a Thrilling Discovery in hand for Jordan. That's either Starter Union or Thrilling Discovery is exactly where you want to be here. I have a feeling this matchup's going to be in Dredge's favor unless Bricker is packing some serious graveyard hate in the board. Woo Dredge. I will say I do think Dredge is always kind of fun to watch because they just kind of spin the wheel and you see what they hit. So far we dredged a Stinkweed Imp, now Golgari Thug. I think another Thug. Ooh, Amalgam. Did he hit a creature? Did a Creeping Chill? So there's a Creeping, one or two Creeping Chills there I might have missed. I think the Creeping Chill was off of the Dark Blast Dredge. Oh, and Brick just has Endurance, so no Creeping Chill for Jordan there, actually. Creeping Chill has to... It's in the graveyard, and you have to be able to exile it from the graveyard for it to deal the damage. If it gets Endurance tucked, you're in bad shape. Another Wall of Omens. Found some cards. Bricks on a land. Jordan, I think he had a backup Thrilling Discovery. And then now he has 2 Stinkweeds, so this could be another huge turn. Oh, nope, just casting a Stinkweed. Alright, that's very bad for Jordan. Rick does hit the 3rd land. Rick's taking a look at Stinkweed Imp, we will too. Flying, whenever Stinkweed Imp deals combat damage to a creature, destroy that creature. So 1/2. Stinkweed Imp can just be randomly good because, like, you know, it's a really good blocker and you want to get it into your yard anyways. Wow, Jordan just ripped a Cathartic Reunion. That's a huge deal. Get in with the imp, down to 14 for brick. Did he pass? Might have just passed. Might be playing this real slow, not wanting to just like run the Cathartic Reunion into any counter magic or something. I'm not sure if Brick really has. Brick is evoking a Solitude to get the imp. Now he's gonna ephemerate. I think Brick's just trying to stick a 3/2 body here, get some pressure going. A little surprised Jordan didn't just cast his Cathartic Reunion there. I'm not sure what he's waiting on. Deputy. Deputy could be big. Jordan does have 3 amalgams on the bottom of his deck. And now he casts it. Discard these two dredgers. Dredge with the Stinkweed Imp first. It's another imp. It's another imp. Not really hitting anything else though. There's a Creeping Chill. That was not great. I think there might have been 1 or 2 Silversmith Ghouls in there. That was not a great dredge. I mean, it's going to be hard to have very many great dredges when, 3 amalgams are on the bottom. Okay, 2 ghouls. Those still get blocked pretty well by those walls. Not a lot of pressure. Creeping Chill puts Jordan up to 20 and Bricker down to 14. The Silver Smoke Ghouls only come back if you've gained 3 or more life. Deputy. Gets both of them. Dredge does not have very many ways to get that Deputy off the board. I think Conflagrate is probably the only way. Or Triple Dark Blast, which can happen. Alright, Dredge for the draw step with a Golgari Thug. Doesn't really hit anything. Takes more damage. There's an Ox. Ox is pretty good. There's Narcomoeba. And another one, and a Creeping Chill. Okay, hitting some action now. One more Dredge. Did you just like rip another Cathartic Reunion, by the way? So it looks like Jordan did hit an Amalgam, a Ghoul, and another Creeping Chill, and the 2 Narcomoebas there. So getting quite a bit more action out on the board now. But Bricker's still at a pretty healthy 14 after getting hit with 2 or 3 Creeping Chills now. Solitude has gained Brick a good amount of life. What event was it that Dredge won recently? Wasn't it one of the challenges Dredge won? And then you see all the Dredge players like crawl out of their little holes in the ground. Sorry, that was harsh. Break gets in with Solitude. Ooh, another Ephemerate here. This is pretty brutal. Wow, can Ephemerate to the Deputy? So those re-enter, and then he'll pick up all 3 of the ghouls now. So I'll give you 2 ghouls back, take 3 of them. And that Ephemerate will come off of exile, off rebound next turn, and can flicker the Solitude if he wants, or just draw a card. I think I took life away from Brick when it's for him to gain. He should be at 17 now. Matchup in general is tough, so much exile potential in Bant. I can see that for sure now. At first I thought it would be really easy. Wow, 2 Narcomoebas. At first I thought it would be easy just because like the Bant deck just seems a little slow and seems like the Dredge would just go crazy. But I mean, if you just have endurances and solitudes, it might not be that bad. And Ephemerate, of course. There is a Conflagrate. That could be a solid idea for Jordan to get that deputy off the board and get a whole bunch of creatures back. Conflagrate, discard the whole hand. Take a look at Conflagrate. Conflagrate. I always say Conflagrate. Isn't it just Conflagrate? Conflagrate? Scryfall, can you add a pronunciation guide to your website as well? That'd be sick. Conflagrate. Deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. So I think, and the sweet part about Conflagrate in this deck is that you can just discard your whole hand, which Dredge doesn't care about having cards in hand really. And just cast it for red, and then it deals X damage. So I think he discarded 6 cards there, takes care of Deputy and Solitude. Down to 12. An Eternal Witness. Gemstone Mine is not banned? No. Why would Gemstone Mine be banned? No, it's OP. Yeah, I agree. Especially with proliferate, right? Too good. Dredge is an amalgam. That could be useful. Dang, so he's seeing those amalgams from the beginning of the game that got tucked on the bottom. Why would it be banned? I think Mark was joking about that one. I don't think that card should be banned. That doesn't make any sense. The Dark Blast, the E-Wit, would be enough to kill it, as it is a 2/1 body. Because I did not start the timer. Been live for 20 minutes, pretty much. All right, so what Breaker do here? We're still fetching. They're lining up some blocks, maybe. All right, ephemerate. There's the timer. So now Jordan has to see if it's worth it to get these blocks in. I'd imagine it is. I just swing with the team. So 4 flying and then 12 power on the ground. Block a ghoul with each of the walls. Chump the amalgam with no death touch, looks like. Okay, no, gonna block the ghoul so they can trade. And then solitude the amalgam. Ooh, is ghoul gonna come back? Is amalgam's gonna gain Jordan 3 life, or solitude is? Let me read ghoul. I don't remember if it cares about the timing or not. Yeah, I think Jordan's gonna get the ghoul back for free if they remember this trigger. Yeah, it just says if you gain 3 or more life this turn, which he definitely did. He can actually cash in one of the other ghouls too, for that other mode that it has, the sacrifice and draw card. So he's gonna get a free Dredge 5, which will probably hit some amalgams. One amalgam. I'm pretty sure we were down there where those amalgams were. And then, yep, we're remembering the ghouls come back on instep. So then amalgam would trigger, but amalgam won't come back until the following instep. Oh, there's 2 amalgams in there. Okay. All right, upkeep, ephemerate, eternal witness. Could get back ephemerate again to keep going that loop. Wonder if Bricker has milling Jordan out as like a serious game plan on his mind right now. Because he's probably getting pretty close. As long as he doesn't endurance tuck him again. Bricker does have another Ephemerate in hand. As a Soul Herder, that can start getting value every turn. Probably pretty close to taking infinite turns if he finds his Time Warp. I think he would just need one more mana and Time Warp for infinite turns, because I'm pretty sure having Eternal Witness out plus Ephemerate plus Time Warp is infinite turns and 6 mana. Cast an Ephemerate. Oh, sorry guys, I did not have the life totals right. Bricker is down to 5 after that last attack. Jordan's at 14. Get back a Deputy. Deputy's pretty gross here. Probably getting those Narcomoebas actually, because he does not have another way to block them, and those walls are blocking most of the ghouls right now. I overheard him, Jordan's asking like which one, and Bricker goes, I mean, I need those ones bad. All right. So those amalgams come back as well on Breaker's end step now. Dredge a Dark Blast. Kind of heads up play by Jordan here. Normally you just grab the biggest thing to dredge, but Jordan actually wants a Dark Blast here, as he wants to ping this Eternal Witness out of the way so he can get lethal damage through this turn. But Breaker still has 4 blockers for 5 attackers after that. Right now he has 5 blockers for 5 attackers. I don't really understand not pinging the Ewet right now, I guess. Well, doesn't even know what that other creature is that Breaker has out. That's like the full art. Or extended art. Oh, it's just a noble? Oh. I did not know it had an art like that. It did get an art like that. So Break had to do a whole bunch of chumping there. Even has to chump with the Deputy. Gives Jordan back those Narcomoebas. Everything has 30 different arts and printings. Yeah, it's tough for even me who's looking at this stuff pretty much every day. to keep up with it sometimes. This has been a grueling game one for Dredge. Normally has pretty quick game ones. Six mana. Eternal Witness. Get back a deputy. Play deputy. Get those Narcomoebas. Alright. They're gonna have to play pretty quick here. Ooh, Jordan's hand doesn't seem great. I see Narcomoeba and Creeping Chill in the opening hand. There's a Cathartic. Silver Smoke Ghoul. Yeah, not good enough. Dredge got game one. Nice. I haven't seen Dredge play in a while. It's always kind of a fun deck to watch. At least, you know, every once in a while. I can see how it would get annoying pretty quick, but so Jordan has double Cathartic Reunion in his hand. He might have put one back, but I wouldn't. Yeah, it looks like he did put one back. All right, turn one, tapped Temple Garden from Brick. No turn one play from Jordan. No turn two play from Brick. Pass back to Jordan. He's gonna fire off a Cathartic Reunion. What do you got to discard? Amalgam and a Thug. And that's another Thug. That's an Narcomoeba, that's an Amalgam. That's a Creeping Chill. Holy cow. That's an Imp. Narcomoeba. That was a pretty good start. I thought I saw a Creeping Chill. Brick might have the endurance again. He does. Endurance, Tuck Your Ben, and Ephemerate it. Bricker's playing Bant Scam. So that explosive turn that Jordan had is now just nothing. And now Jordan has a Brick has a 3/4 reacher in play. Ephemerate comes off off a rebound, does not want to cast it. Soul Herder. Pull up Soul Herder, man. Hasn't seen a ton of play in Modern, so people might not be super familiar with it. Whenever a creature is exiled from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Soul Herder at the beginning of your end step. You may exile another target creature you control and then return it. But all right, Jordan is not able to beat the Endurance Soul Herder. Infinite flickers there every turn, so goes and packs it in, getting ready for game 3. Ooh, there is a Leyline of Sanctity for Jordan. That's a big deal. That shuts off Endurance targeting him. So it doesn't seem like a matchup you would like just want to bring that in, but when you remember that endurance targets, that's a big deal. There's a turn one turn one noble hierarch. Bricker has to fetch shock for that one. Ooh, I thought it was getting dark blasted. Otherworldly gaze. There's a stinky boy, ox, and a land.
To call back to the game 2 of that was a fat cathartic.
Yeah, that was such a juicy cathartic, and then
well, endurance exists, so
yeah. Just goes, nope, I got it again. All right, rips a steam vents. Looks like that might have been a land that he needed there, and he's got cathartics in hand. This might be another really juicy cathartic here, and Bricker cannot do anything about it. He's got 2 imps, so this is just like prime.
I mean, 1 imp is already a lot, but 2 imps really just is crippling.
There's Creeping Chill, Narcomoeba, Conflagrate, Narcomoeba. Did he not hit another Dredger? Well, there's Dark Blast.
Yeah, he's got the blast, but it's still
not great.
I mean, it's okay.
It's fine, and he does have Ox that he can do here. So
yeah, Ox next turn with the imps in hand.
Yeah, he's not super upset about that.
At minimum another 10.
Pretty sure Jordan's at 22.
I'm pretty sure that's another Dark Blast in the bin, so he can also dredge on his next turn for the draw step.
Sorry, no, Jordan is at 19. He tapped City of Brass twice and shocked once, so it took 4, gained 3. What is that? Oh, Wall of Roots. Wall of Roots, another 0-4 defender. Draw a card. Fetch up a basic forest. Another noble. I think it looked like I did see an endurance in Brick's hand, but you know, without a way to remove Leyline of Sanctity, it's just not going to do a whole lot.
You know what's really interesting? If Brick were to attack with the noble here, it's a 2/3.
Yeah, he gets a lot of triggers. That one he played has Summoning Sickness. He had to tap his noble for it, but yeah.
Ox is fat though. That is huge.
Yep.
So it's minimum 13.
Yep, get a 5/3 and then dredge 3 here. Or dredge
at least 3
times for 5, and then
minimum of 3.
Narcomoeba, pretty sure there were amalgams on that last one, at least 1. And yep, it's just going to be 3 Dark Blast. Still not really hitting.
And those were discoveries.
Yeah. Not really hitting anything crazy here. Get in for 2 with the Narcomoebas. I think Jordan has another Ox in the yard, so it just has so much interaction.
I mean, also Conflagrate.
Right. Rick plays a Spar's Headquarters tapped.
Oh.
Deputy.
You know how good Conflagrate looks?
Yeah.
Conflagrate's just going to be red,
although he has
and X equals 3 because the 3 dredgers in hand.
Well, draw 1 for turn 2, so he does have. We'll have 4, I guess.
Or just like Dredge the Dark Blast and still put 4 in hand.
Right.
Or I guess that's a Thug.
Yeah. Hit a Thug.
So rip these out.
That was a Chill and a Ghoul.
And an Imp in there.
Yep.
Yeah, Conflagrate takes out 2 of Brick's mana and takes out Deputy, bringing back the Narcomoebas.
You can only kill Deputy plus 1 Noble.
Isn't Deputy an X1?
No, it's a 1/3.
Oh, it's got a big butt. Okay.
Yeah. Big butt Deputy. That's what they call it.
Okay.
That's not what they call it.
Wait. So if it's called Big Butt Deputy, is that just a BBD?
Okay, we're not doing this. Oh, it does have Dark Blast. Just firing it off, choosing not to cast anything from the bin. That's kind of interesting. No conflag there. All right, we knew he had Dark Blast. He dredged it. Just deciding to cast it, though, is kind of surprising to me. Pretty sure he hit a conflag, right?
We definitely thought we saw a Conflagrate, that's for sure.
And I'm 90% sure he had another Ox. I think he milled 2 Oxes.
And String Bean, I am on the living end. The end of living.
The dead beginning. Bricker slams a Soul Herder.
Holding of the Endurance. And there's the Windswept Teeth.
Flicker's Deputy picks back up the Narcomoebas.
Yeah, room full of combo for sure.
All right, Dredge 5. Amalgam, Ghoul. That's pretty juiced right there. Maybe this is go for another Ox. Wait, why does Soul Herder shouldn't have 4 counters on it, right?
The Narcomoebas.
Oh, those all count? That's crazy. Let me read Soul Herder.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, just double check, but I believe that's the reason why.
Yeah, whenever a creature is exiled from the battlefield. Wow. So that's a 5/5 Soul Herder.
That doesn't have flying.
Yeah, Jordan might want to get rid of the other of that Deputy at least, so Soul Herder doesn't have such a good target, but maybe just wants to try to go wider here. Brick is only at 8. I think he's got 1 or 2 more Creeping Chills left in the deck too. Possibly get there that way. Looking at that Conflag on top of his graveyard.
Thinking about it. 2 cards in hand.
3 at least, I think. Brick has 2. That's what you're saying. Sorry.
I was looking at the 2 cards because, like, we know that Brick has Endurance.
Right.
It's a matter of what's the other card in Brick's hand.
Yeah. Ephemerate kind of stinks if you go for the Conflag and he has an Ephemerate. Just swinging out. This is gonna force blocks in some places.
Maybe put points of damage on certain things that don't actually die, and then you can conflagrate to clear the board.
Right. Might be able to conflag and get rid of
the
Deputy.
ghoul is a 3/1.
Right.
And that puts Soul Herder to
And Brick actually chose to jump with that deputy. Or trade with the deputy anyways.
but now Herder can get hit by the conflagrate.
Right. Jordan just passes.
Do they have a extension?
No.
I was just picking them up. Damn.
So I think Brick must have just ran out of things to do with the Soul Herder.